go, putting some of the fresh Moto Guzzi decals on Evan Wilcox's beautiful fuel tank. It's coming together, getting ready to leave the world headquarters and head for Bonneville. This is Clear Lake. You can see the smoke from some of the fires in Northern California. There's the result. More fires as we head east. This is outside of Colusa. Getting ready for lunch, heating up some homemade sandwiches on our mobile oven. We always stop here in Lovelock for gas and chat these folks up. Button Point, another favorite rest stop. Coyote in the Road.
You're running the sharp five. Here we go. Yeah, she's a good girl.
We're getting close when you go through the tunnel. Our destination. This is the view from our room, which is excellent. This is Wendover. There's the Salt Flats Cafe on the right. Stop there if you're anywhere near the Bonneville exit. We followed that bus way too many times. We had a serious salt brine situation. The flats were flooded all the way out, halfway out to the pits, and everything got a good dousing, including my car. Makes for great pictures. Plenty of salt buildup. Made it through tech just fine. That's because we gave him some pepperoni. Setting up our pit in between George Fields and these NASCAR folks from the south. Filling up with 110 octane fuel. These are a couple of the caves that are outside of Wendover. First one is called Jukebox Cave, where some local GIs got enough cement to build a dance floor, a generator, and a jukebox up there, and had dances with the local girls back when they were training for the bombing missions of World War II. This other cave is called Danger Cave, and they have evidence of habitation for 12,000 years ago, up to just a few hundred years ago, and it's nice and cool down in there. They said it was prime real estate back in the day. This is Wendover again. Time to go racing. tire pressure. There's our chicken holding the riders' meeting. We had another early run. We were third in line, expecting to do great things. That's the S&S Harley crew behind me there. We were joking about them having their motor in sideways. Pork Pie is taking my picture, which he'll demand a sausage for next year.
He's still got 150 feet to go. He's almost to the return road. Motorcycle 329, Pepperoni Brothers. Bike on course. Modified partial streamliner, pushrod gas, 750 by Tom Liberatory driving. Looking in this class 151.419.
This record of 151 was established by Dave Camlin on a Harley Davidson at Speed Week in 2004. This is a 1973 Moto Guzzi V7 Sport. That's a 750cc Moto Guzzi powered machine. Tom Liberatory from Talmadge, California. He is a retired mechanic. Tom is the owner and the driver of this machine. Crew chief is Steve Oliveria. Crew members listed, Steve Oliveria and Tom Liberatory, just the two of them. Sponsored by Mike Rich Motorsports, LTE Racing, NorCal Moto and Speed, Moto International, Moto Guzzi Classics, Evan Wilcox, Bob Nilsson, Mendo Moto, and Barnett. Tom built the chassis on this car. Tom and Mike Rich did the engine. They came out to Bonneville first year with 2004 was their first year. Established a record that year in the 750 production pushrod class at 117. Also went to the above meet. That year, that's where they established that record. World Finals, they went 120, same class, production pushrod motorcycle. And in 2005, I got the 750 MTG record at 130 at the above meet. 2009, they went 138 in the MCF class. That was at World of Speed.
Stop on the course. Hold up on the track.
2009, they got the 750 MTG record at 137 plus. That was at World Finals. Modified pushrod gas motorcycle. This time they're running modified partially streamlined pushrod gas, new class for them, after the Camlin record at 151. And we understand they did stop on course, so we'll have a hold up while we get that bike off to a safe area. This motorcycle is driven on the street during the off-season. The current race motor is the original 1973 numbers matching engine for this motorcycle. And they drive it on the street.
Support truck on the course back 45. Wait up, can you see that support truck inside? I'm at 7. Okay, I see something down there. The Kentucky information has gone down the track. Switching off the course now, he's okay. That's fire. Tower fire. Not hand fire. We're going to go ahead and exit the track. That support vehicle was us. Copy that.
enough about me. You can see that the engine hurt itself. The rod bearings went away. I went just over a mile, and the thing just sort of nosed over and lost power and quit. And poor Steve had gone about down to the 4 or 5 mile looking for me, and I'd turned off at the 1.5 mile, just wondering what the heck had happened. We still know exactly what happened, except the rod bearings are no good, and we'll be back next year. This car was our neighbor's, an old NASCAR rig that they put together fairly cheaply, and it looks like a really fast car. Here's the prettiest thing of the meet, a double-engine Indian, the Twin Scout, masterfully built, beautiful thing. Went 154, I think, and it's got a plate on it. Not bad, and the trailer's a dyno. George Field's car, listen to this. Yeah, another delicious lunch. We're figuring out what we're going to do and putting things away. Enjoying some of the sights. Not what we expected to happen. It was very disappointing. We were expecting to do great things, and it just didn't happen. But we're working on it. Looney Tuned Exhaust is building me a new oil pickup, and we're going to figure out what happened and make it right. Here's the storm that closed down the meet on Sunday. Luckily, we'd packed up just in time, and just before the stuff hit the fan, and it was pretty wild. Lightning, wind, rain.
Say goodbye to the chicken.
Poor old chicken's leaning over in the wind, too. It was a sad trip off the salt, but here we go. Driving through miles of salt brine again, and you come into Wendover, it's not even raining. There's Wendover Will. Pilot Peak. The Happy Crew. Another delicious lunch. Reuben's Bakery baked those rolls. Going in our little oven. And we had Steve's ice cream for dessert. And that's the story for another year.
When